Hey guys, when I get the Losi 22S drag car, I'm going to trim the slipper clutch cover because the slipper clutch cover interferes with shock travel on the right, uh, on the, I think, left rear, yeah, where the slipper clutch is. So I'm going to trim the cover so it can get full travel. So that's the reason why a bunch of people, when they drive their car first thing out of the box, it won't drive straight. So yeah, guys. Bye, guys. Peace. I'm out. See y'all in the next upload of the live stream.
At zero on all four tires, and that way you won't have anything to worry about. And then you can come back and make some adjustments if things just aren't running and working well for you. So no matter what camber angle you want, all you got to do is just set your gauge to it right there, and you're going to take it and put it up against your tires. You're going to want to spin your tire a little bit, make sure that the bottom and top of the tire are both hitting the gauge at the same point. Real simple, easy to do. Go around and do it on all four tires. Again, to whatever number you think is good. I'm going to go with 0 on all of mine just because that is a good starting point I had success with in the past. So now that we've got our camber set on all four corners by turning the turnbuckles to match this right here, we're going to go ahead and set up the Barth Racing Concepts tow gauge. And if you look at on the back here, you've got right and left printed on those. So all we're going to do is just slide this on.
Wow, yes.
This on the tire. It might be a little tight off of your print, so you might want to go ahead and ream that out a little bit. I know I had to slightly. And we're going to put our wheel nuts on to make sure everything is nice and secure. We're not going to use a lot of force. So here's the setup here. You can see from the overhead shot, we're going to go ahead and turn the car on. We got the remote on. We've got all of our trims and stuff set to 0. And what we're going to do is we'll take a look at this one here real quick, and I'll go ahead and reposition another camera here to try to get a little bit of a better view. It's just a genius design here. If you look right here really close, I've got everything squared with the carpenter square, and I've got the wheel tools up all the way against that and the 1 degree. And if you look really closely right there, there's just a slight little gap that we need to close by changing the steering turnbuckle. I like to run 1 degree toe out in the front just because it kind of helps things when you're turning a little bit or going straight to that matter. See, if you're running a little bit of toe out and you're starting to turn this way, you still got this tire over here that's kind of help pulling you straight. Same thing if you turn this way, this tire over here is help pulling you a little straight. If you're running toe in and you start to turn, then you can see that you're going to be sliding and dragging, and that's not going to be any good. If you're at 0 and you start turning, well, then you're just, again, you're going off track. So it's nice having just a little bit of drag resistance on the opposite tire that you're trying to correct. So really you can see how minute this is. If I put it into 3, I really was running at about 3 degrees toe out, which is a lot. So we're going to throw that 1 back in there, and we're going to bring that back in and close up that gap a little bit with our turnbuckle wrench. Now you can see that gap is completely gone. We are at 1 degree and good to go, completely square. And now we're going to do the other side. All right, that side was bang on. So we're in good shape now. Go ahead and just turn everything off, and we're ready to put the car back together and go run it. So again, just a nifty kit that Tim has put together to help dial in that toe. Of course, we're not doing anything on the rear, but if you had adjustable arms, you could do it. He's going to give you rear adjustment tires as well. So there's your fronts, left, right, 0 through 3 degrees. And then, of course, don't forget about that Losi bar. I think RPM makes these stuff too. RPM also makes a toe adjustment, but the thing is really cheaply made and wonky. This is, to me, a lot more of a precision type of